Hello, my name is Kiran Ashok from Nagar. Today's date is 11 August 2021. Our today's Viva topic is static keywords. So we have discussed about the static keywords before we are going to the modifiers. So there are two types of modifier: access modifiers and non-access modifiers. So access modifier including as private, protected, default, and public, and the non-access modifiers includes in static, abstract, synchronized, volatile, transient. There are various types of non-access modifiers. So we have discussed about the static keywords including in non-access modifiers. So what is mean by static keywords? Static keywords is mostly used in Java language because its benefits to save the memory allocation in our program actual execution time. So it is mainly used in program execution as a static keywords. We have discussed about the static keywords by using example and by using by using program. So we have create the class name is a test, and we have create the variables create the variables like int a is equal to 10, but before int we have put the static keywords, and then we have create the main methods, and we have called the objects. We have called the object, suppose test t is equal to new test. So in that case in that case, and we have called the suppose we have called the int a is equal to 10, but but it is a local variable not supporting static keywords. We are using the instant variables. So we have another example by using static keywords. Suppose we have create the employee class, and then employee class we have put the variables like int employees salary, int employees id, and then int employees name, and then int employee company. So we have created the parameterized constructor. We have passed the value like string employee name, string employee id, and string employee company. So we have passed the three instant variables, and this word to call the parameterized constructor, and we have created the main methods, and call the objects employee e1 is equal to new employee, and we have passed the parameterized value like string name means what is your employee's name. Suppose employee name is Ramesh, and employee's name is Ramesh, and employee company is suppose Tech Mahindra, and employees id suppose 101. And so we have create the second object, call the second object employee e2 is equal to new employee, and then we have called pass the value like employee id employee name Suresh, and employee id 102, and employee company name is Tech Mahindra. In that case we have observed two object creation, suppose like e1 and e2, and commonly we are using the company name. So it is mainly using in that case static keywords. So what is the use, why to use the static keywords in that case? Because we have common the two objects common word like employee company. So in that case we have call the only employee name and employee id by using static keywords. In that case we have save the memory allocation. We don't need to employee 1 and employee 2 to allocation to memory. In that case we have saved the memory allocation 1000 times. So it is a main purpose of static keywords. And then static block. So what is mean by static blocks? Static blocks is we have created the suppose class name is test, and in that case we have put the static blocks. Static block, curly braces open and curly braces close. We have the simple declaration in initialization and declaration in static blocks. We can use the multiple static blocks in our programs. Suppose we have create the static block first upon, and then put the sys out. I am in a static block 1, and then we have create the second static blocks, and in that case we have we have put the SOP sys out. I am the static block number 2, and then we have create the main methods. We have create the main methods, and we have put the main methods SOP. Suppose I am a static. So in that case, we have execution time. We have execution time to one by one execution by using static blocks. Firstly, static blocks 1 execute, and then static block 2 execute, and then main method execute. Why main method execute in last? Because of static blocks executed one by one, and then then main method is executed. So we have execute the static blocks by without using main methods. So what is why without main method using we have execute the static block in a program? Because of we are using the 1.6 version Java. Before 1.6 and 1.6 we have applicable for we have execute the static blocks is one by one static blocks, then second static blocks, and then main method. So without main method we have execute the static blocks by using 1.6 Java version, and before 1.6 Java version we cannot using 1.7 and 1.8 Java version. Because of we can use this we can try the using the Java version 1.7 and 1.8. So in that case program execution flow is totally changed. So it is directly affected to static blocks and execution time. So it is the all over about the static block and static keywords by using in Java language. Thank you so much.